Welcome back to GIS Gallery. This is part 6 of our Python Basics for GIS programming series. And today we're diving into second part of string methods. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon because we have more Python and GIS automation tutorials coming up soon.
Before, if I want to get the specific character, so I got names here, right? So if I want to get a character at the sixth index, I can just give square bracket. Okay, so I got the names variable here. If I want to get the sixth variable or sixth character, sixth index character inside the name, I could just give name square bracket 6, and if I enter, I get this comma. So if you just give like here, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This comma is the sixth character. Okay. So you could acquire or access specific single characters using this indexing. Okay. Similarly, you have another concept that is called slicing. So if you want to get a range of characters, you can use slicing. So how do you use slice is like, so you'll get first character and second character. So I'll just give me 6 columns. If I give 16 here, I get values from 6 to 16. So the 6 was this space here, right? Right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. But 16th character was C, but it's not displayed. So from 6 till 16, but not including 16. Okay, so when you're slicing, so this method is called, or this way of doing this operation is called slicing. So this is called indexing, which means you're acquiring a single character, accessing single character using index. This way you're accessing series of characters by specifying the start index and end index separated by a column. So when you're giving it like this, you're actually accessing the first to the last character. Okay, so you're getting from the first and last. So say from 6 to 16, but not including 16. Okay, understood? So you can access series of characters. So if I want to add, save this as a new variable, I will just give names sliced. I will just give names sliced equal to, I will just give names 60. Okay. Now names sliced will be having the values of this one. Okay. Now to the slicing. Okay. You could have another concept that is called step counter. Okay, so indexing is that, so you can slice the string from start to end it with a step. Okay, so you can just give a step counter as optional. Okay, so with a step we could give. Okay, so this step is optional, so we just give start and end, right? We could also give a step there. So step means I could give how much variables I can skip as a counter. Okay, so if I just give here another value of 2. Okay, so this one will be the start index, this one will be the end index, and this one will be the step counter. Okay, now if you see, what did I get the output? So it takes values from 6 to 16 with a step of 2, which means every character, so every second character it skips. Okay, so which means from this value I'm skipping it, right? So the first comma I got, then it skips V, and then I got A. Okay, and then skips R, then I got U. Then it skips N, then I got another comma. It skips M, I get A, N, skips R. Okay, so it only gives me every, so it only skips every second character and only give me the every first character. So this is step count of 2. Okay, so if you are giving a single character, it is called indexing. To that you can give start and end characters and you can slice them. To that you can also add a step counter. So when you are slicing them, you can skip the characters. Okay, all right. Now you could do this from the start. So if I want to skip from the whole thing, okay. So which means if I want to skip characters from the start to the end, I don't need to specify it. I could just leave it blank. Okay. So if I do this now, the slicing will be done from the start to the end. Okay. So from start to the end, it gives a step counter. So first character A will be there, T will be skipped, H will be there, I will be skipped, R will be there, A will be skipped, comma will be there, V will be skipped. Okay, so that's the output you get. Okay. Now to this you could also use to reverse your character. Okay, so instead of 2 here, if I give -1, it actually reverses your characters. So this order will be reversed. Okay. So the from start to the end, right? From start to the end, but I'm giving -1. So -1 means from last to first. So which means that first character A will be your last character, and the last character, this A will be your first character. So you can reverse your string by using this method. Okay. So using this method, you can reverse your string. Using this method, you can reverse your string. So reverse the order of the string using this method. So to come to this, that's why I started from index, went over to slicing, and with the step counter, and came back to reversing. Okay. So to reverse your string, you can use this. Okay. So you can use this method to find out if your character is a palindrome. You know what is a palindrome? What is a palindrome? Yeah. So if, it doesn't matter if you're reading it from the left or the right, right? So you can just check out. We can check if Malayalam equal to what is the error here? I didn't give codes, right? So I could just give something like, maybe I'll just give a value here. Okay, so I just give variable. Okay, now if I can check if this is a palindrome or not. So I can just give pal equal to, and then it is true. Okay, because, okay, maybe I'll just print this one. So reversing my pal will also give me Malayalam. I will also give me Malayalam. Okay. So this reads the same from right and left, right? It's the same if you are reading it from right and left. So that is palindrome, and you can use and check for palindrome using your string reversing method. Okay, and then we got And you can also concatenate two strings using plus method. Okay, so for strings, plus is not addition, it is concatenation. Okay, for strings, plus operator is not addition, it's concatenation. Concatenation means you can stitch through strings together form a single string. Okay, so something like, okay, I had name one a character, right? Then I had like age, I had place. We just click OK. Okay, age was not a string. Okay, so I have stitched two strings together to form a single string. Okay, so in Python, for strings plus operator is also called concatenation operator, and that is used to join together two strings to form a single string. Okay, so that is one other method. So you can join two strings to form a single string. And then you also have a method called dot index. Okay, so dot index is also same as dot find method, but the difference is here is that it doesn't have the start and end parameters. Okay, so it returns the loss index in S where substring is found. So it's same as S dot find. It will give me the index of whatever the substring that I am searching for. So in the txt dot index I could just give go, it should give me 30, right? Just as s dot find. Same as before, it's the same action. And then we have two methods that is actually starts with and ends with. Okay. Yeah. Then we got two methods that is dot starts with and dot ends with. Okay. Just like your checking operator, right? Equal to, just like the checking operator, this will check if the string starts with that prefix. Okay, and dot ends with checks if the string ends with that prefix that you have given. Okay, so to check this, I can just give starts with. Okay, and if I am giving the text starts with what? So what is the this, right? So if I just give this, it should show me true, right? If I giving something else, it should show me false, right? Also, we have the ends with. So ends with, if I just give this, it should show me false. And how did my string ends with USR, right? So I could just give USR here and it should show me true. Okay, doesn't matter single one, you could just give a single character, you don't need to even give the words here. So it just checks for whatever that is given here. And if I just give the starts with, and if I just give T, and also we should show true. So if this text is the string that we have specified starts with the specific substring that we have specified. Okay, so if my text starts with this character, that's all. And also if my text ends with this character. Okay. So yeah, so those are your methods. So we have starts with, we have ends with, and that's all for today's. Okay. So in this exercise, in this PPT, I have given two exercises.